Me did Yanyante Chua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pakuma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, convenient, fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye my pimp. Tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Nefesi kakomu Busia for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Let's do the final discussion, and here we're going to do the VGMAs. I gave you the introduction that Stonebwoy, Shatta Wale, they were banned for some conflict that happened at one of the editions of the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, where the guys clashed. Stonebwoy won the Artist of the Year. Shatta Wale was walking onto the stage. What exactly he was going to do, nobody knew. It ended up in some scaffolds. Stonebwoy and his team pulled out guns. They were arrested, put in cells, went to court, and the VGMA banned them. Now, as it stands now, the ban has been lifted. When the ban was lifted, both artists were not sure they were going to join. But now, Stonebwoy has joined. He's been nominated in some categories in this year's event. What does it mean to him? What does it mean to Shatta Wale, who is still not part? I interviewed the PRO of the organization organizing the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, that is Shatta House. And he said something. I want us to listen to what he said briefly. Then I'll come back to my people and ask the questions. It is saying, awards, Shatta Wale, Stonebwoy, what does it mean? Watch this. I'll be right back.
Make things work.
Now, I think this morning I saw Stonebwoy was nominated in the Reggae Artist of the Year. Are your issues settled with him and Shatta Wale?
Oh well, so I think with respect to the VGMA scheme, the ban was lifted, and once the ban was lifted, at that point it meant that we didn't have any issues.
So I remember when the ban was lifted, they were contacted whether they would be interested in filing or whether they'd be interested to be part of it. But their responses were shaky. Have you guys spoken with them? Are they sure that they are going to be nominated this year?
Oh, so if it is about how they reacted, the best people to talk to is to them, to understand, their position. But if you see anybody in the scheme, then it simply means that they are willing to be a part of the scheme, and that is why they are part of the scheme.
So would you guys be surprised should he come out to say he still doesn't want to be part of it or something?
Will you be surprised? Oh yes, of course. I mean, if at the end of the day, because his consent is with the scheme to be a part of it, so if you should come back and say that, then it means that I'm not sure that would even happen. Because VGMA, we are very careful. We try to be sure that at the end of the day, people have their consent in before we do what we do. So, yeah.
Did he file himself?
Oh, I think that the details of that is not. It's part of the scheme, so it's okay. Sometimes we talk about so the person is part of the scheme, and you can see it out there. So it's okay.
Personally, I am happy he's part of the scheme, and I have not gone through all the nominations yet. Whether Shatta Wale was also nominated? Was he also nominated in any category?
Who?
Shatta Wale.
I have to check. Yeah, quite a number of them. Sorry, I don't have all the information on all the whatever, so I have to even check. Yeah. But what it is that what we do is that for each person that is part of it, it's either you file or you give your consent. Either way, yeah. So it has to always be your decision. Yeah. We can come to you, whatever, but it always has to be your decision.
So Stonebwoy is aware that he will be nominated or he has been nominated.
No, his consent was given to be a part of the scheme, and then the necessary protocols are followed. If it's followed and you deserve to be nominated, you'll be nominated.
When are we doing this year's event, and what are the details?
6th and 7th VGMA weekend, music's biggest weekend
6th and 7th, which month?
of May. Yeah, so we are having the VGMA on the 6th.
All right, so the final discussion for the day before we run away from here, Base One TV, the Sammy Flex show, and I want to believe you are getting some knowledge. If you want to contribute to it, no problem. Our WhatsApp number will be on the screen for us to know what you think. But as to what are your thoughts on the topic there? That interview was conducted after the announcement of this year's nominees in the auditorium. It was very noisy, so permit my shouting, I beg you. Now, let me come to Intim Dodu Solomon. I'm Mr. say, Stonebwoy Aba, Shatta Ending. Okay, Kaling Nabuma, what do you make out of it?
Oh, it's some way, but it's
some way in what extent, like the percentage I see.
We were expecting say maybe they will come together, or at some point they will not come. Like they won't be part of it until they come together. More like because of what happened. Any our money I suspended. So it was more like okay, you bet if Obi Bebema is like both of them will come at the same time. Say now they are part of it, and I say. Baku crab ba na bibi be announcement be and you say nomination ne ba na ye hu say Baku aba Baku ama
can announcement be bra say the VJ before lifted ban said that throw letter no can come so accept it and come my press release be so we've accepted the lift, so we want to be part of it.
And I say Ibian Shatta media still I don't want to be part of it na bibi. In the end, the money is some way, but I think it's not a big deal. Individual decisions are so important. And Stonebwoy, I think he said he wants to be part of it at this time. And so why not? He can, and it will be good for even the awards, because if Omar, you know, say in the industry at this time, Omujino so any part of the award scheme, I would do that thing and said I never. Being part of it, is good for the award scheme and even good for Stonebwoy himself. Many reasons are Ebema Shatta Emma at this time, apart from the fact say or not say Oman treating the fail at the time now almost suspending Ebia or doing or doing and BBC about and when it comes to decision making or Stonebwoy or moon take decisions together. It's individual thing. Obia and Shatta fine, but I hope say maybe next one never ban. He may consider and join. Say who say if at that time I am comfortable to be part of it, why not? You know, Stonebwoy is good for him and what maybe he wants to achieve. I mean, awards, and yet only getting the award at that day no one is important. They use it for other things.
Exactly.
In Abia or no for his agenda and now what he has in mind. And this thing will help him at this time, so he should go for it. And we decided to be part of it, so it's cool. And with Shatta Wale too, it's cool. You can't be in an award scheme or in any event that only comfortable to be part of it. So if Shatta also decide not to be part of it, it's because at this time he's not comfortable to be part of it, and we should respect that decision. When he's comfortable enough, he will definitely come back. So we should just respect that individual decisions now on making.
So you see Stonebwoy going back to the VGMA scheme. He's made it so raw, like no style.
Yeah. He just gets in there doing his.
That does it make his brand look some way?
Oh, not at all. I mean, this is an award scheme, and if they mention that Stonebwoy is part of certain categories and all that, I mean, it's cool. In fact, even what happened for them to suspend him is not good. So he will rather be quiet and just sneak in. instead of making noise. Because if now he wants to come out and give press
Reasons,
release
yeah.
and or whatever, it will sound like, okay, those who don't even know or have forgotten what happened will now ask also why, because you did this, you did that. No, he wouldn't like to get that thing. But that's why I say it's some way, because I was expecting something like that. But I think it's
like
a good
formal
decision,
entry.
yeah, formal way to enter. But it's a good decision for him to also get in without making any noise. For him, it's good, but for me,
because they suffered together, and at the
Yeah.
time that they came back, they said, "Oh, we are now together. We are for peace." Blah blah blah. Could they have gone together as well? Like, let's sit, judge or negotiate. Charlie, let's go inside together. Even if there are some demands we have to make from them, let's make the demands and go in together.
yeah, that would be nice. But
That would have been nice.
yes, by in changing
Changing.
yeah,
I see.
changing.
Okay, could you come through and me who what you are also saying on the Stonebwoy's comeback into the VGMAs? Shatta Wale is still outside. I mean, himself better go up a park in the center.
Beto Baba Park.
Oh, the way I went out to a board of movie there, better go up a park. Yeah,
It's a good decision taken by Stonebwoy to be part of the scheme. No matter what you do, this is our scheme. This is something that years back, as Stonebwoy, as a young guy, you were yearning to be part of it, and you've grown to become part of it. You have enjoyed the successes from that, and it's still active. And you are still doing music.
Yeah.
And one thing is, if you are there behind the scenes and you know that you have potential songs that could have won these awards, and it's being given to somebody, not because you are not available, but your songs are not being considered. As a human being, you feel it. And I want to believe they will be there behaving like, oh,
they don't care.
and but when you are there, they pick the plug and they give it to somebody that you think you've worked better than that person. You will feel it as a human being. So it's a good decision to come back and win more laurels. Because who wouldn't be okay that, oh, I've won maybe best reggae dancer artist for about 20 times consecutively. It will be an achievement that Stonebwoy will be proud of.
Okay.
I don't know, when you are old and you parade your trophies, you'll be proud of it. If not, other people will be visiting you and say, oh wow, you really did a good job. Maybe now it wouldn't make sense, but in the near future, when you are probably older, you feel that yes, you deserve some of these things. So it's a good decision by Stonebwoy. Shatta Wale, I want to believe he has warned them not to include him, because with the interview with the PR, he said yes, they released a communique that they have lifted the ban on them, meaning they don't have any issue with that. But he said, you need to give us your consent, whether we should consider you. So I want to believe Shatta Wale didn't give his consent to them as to whether they should go ahead and consider him to be part. That is when you will think of even filing, or they should consider. Because he said it's not always that you have to file, but they can also look at your works and consider you.
Exactly.
So the first point is, okay, we have lifted the ban. You accept it. Do you give us your consent? And I want to believe maybe they reach out to them, being Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale, maybe through an email or whatever, a phone call or whatever means. Oh, we have lifted the ban from you this season. Do you give us the permission to consider your works? And if the answer is no, or you don't even give them feedback, then it means you are not ready for the show. That is what I think Shatta has given them, that warning or whatsoever, that they shouldn't include his work. Hence, he not being considered in this.
But Chemo was saying that Stonebwoy could have exhibited some formalities in going back into the scheme. What do you also think about it?
Not necessarily, because as he clearly said, whatever happened was not in a good light.
But whether it was in a good light or not, it was in the public space, or it has been in the public space.
Yes, it has been in the public space. So, as the scheme, they have to come out and inform the public that yes, now we have lifted the ban on them. When you see the masses were fighting for Shatta and Stonebwoy, it was against the scheme. Because they thought that yes, in as much as what they did, nobody supported it. They think that the punishment meted out to them was also extreme. So people were fighting that why still hold on to something like that, and why not releasing these people? So from them, there's nothing much that they could say from Stonebwoy, and like to come out to tell the public that, oh, why are they still keeping us under the punishment? So now that they have lifted the ban, the best thing is the rest of the conversation should be within the background. They will talk to you, yes, you give them the consent, and as usual, as we were doing it, we consider your works, not necessarily to come out as, let's say, Shatta Wale and post that, oh, this year I'm going to be part of the VGA or Stonebwoy, likewise. Yes, the best thing, the best communication will be that when after you have been nominated, you post a flyer on your social media handles, then your fans will know that, okay, yes, I'm part of it now. Yes, so I don't think it should be any official announcement that they are going to be part. Yes, so I think Shatta should also...
Is Shatta likely to be disappointed in Stonebwoy that you and I, we were having this idea, we were keeping this particular plan to ourselves, then you pass behind me to go join? Is he likely to be disappointed in Stonebwoy for him to go back?
That would be a stupid feeling. Why did we plan to fight? We didn't plan to fight.
Is it the question I'm asking you? Is it the question I'm asking you? I have an example that I'm battling now. Me and my friend B, we were working somewhere, and issues came, and we had to go out of the work. When it was
together.
Yes.
You took a decision together.
Yes, that we are all going out of it.
Okay.
When it was time for the company owner to call us back, I told him that, oh, Charlie, I've gone to have a meeting with my man. He says we should come back. Let's go. My man said, why did you go have the meeting? Yes. And me, I want to, why are you telling me to come? Like, what for? What am I going for? And I decided to, okay, because I've had a meeting, come and let's go and have, continue with our discussion. You won't go.
The difference here is that you and your partner, you decided on something, a common action to take. But in this case, whatever that led to our punishment, or we did not decide our punishment, the people decided for us, told us that because of what you have done, this is what you are going to face. And we saw that, okay, somebody has tried to make sure that they ensure peace between Shatta and so it's not like a decision we took together that, okay, we are not going to be part of the scheme. The scheme rather sanction you not to be part.
But you don't know discussions that went on after the ban.
Good. So if maybe they all decided that we are not going to be part of the scheme because of what they have done to us, which we are not aware of, then Shatta can be peeved that Stonebwoy is now part of it. What if Stonebwoy also called Shatta that, yes, we made this decision, but now I feel like I've changed my mind. I want to go back, and you're still there. Not long ago, we heard that Shatta was beefing Sarkodie because they agreed not to play a certain show, and Sarkodie went ahead to play that show. So if they decided, fine, but this shouldn't be anything that Shatta should be peeved off. Yes, a brother wants to still win more awards. He feels he has the potential and he's done the good work to deserve whatever award. So, and Shatta should come back. He should change his mind. What is it? It's nothing. Come back and win It's enough. Come back and win your awards, Charlie. You deserve it. So don't let your work that you've done, people will come and take the glory because of your absence.
Okay, yes, thank you, Kojo. Yeah, you are speaking finally on this, then we run away.
I think it's all good in any sense that Stonebwoy is trying to, or Stonebwoy is back on there, because he needs it and they also need him. And on one day money, it be never be able. So be it in the SSR, almost a Sonic anka, still almost so. But why would you know? There's more to it, and there's more. Ubitimi Asesa. I remember I was having a conversation with one artist, you know, with the ego of we having say myself. I know they like awards. Me, I they do my own thing. What awards could do me? And he came with a comment say, yo, I feel say artists that think on that level, no, are not really thinking of doing business out there. Because when you really want to project yourself and show how big you are, these people want to see how many albums do you have to your credit, how many awards. All this balls makes the package that you actually want to build to win those, you know, deals out there. And if Stonebwoy is coming back to it, it tells you how much he's thought of it and knows he needs it. And I think it's nothing less of him so Obedjuni say Obeba back to awards no Obedjuni, because still no potential no ho. Adwene no energy no ho no more. And I believe say oka ho a e ma na ye fe. Omunimu no kura ni nyame anim. Na yete say munyamade. But Stonebwoy abemu yi and munyam fambi aya tifi hu no abeka ho aka say no munyam kakra bi no so aka wo akire no beba abeka ho se no so abeka ho so a ne yenya munyam ketwa we abeka yan ho na say eye kuda me feel say they can also move with it. But if you ask me feel say for who Shatta is, maybe Shatta won't do what you expect. You just call me, then I come. No, this one will not go. Maybe next year. And maybe even to join next year, I have to play my antiques. You can't just call me without not knowing this short time, the antiques I need to play to win. So you let it go. But I'm sure by next year, definitely, Stonebwoy are joining one day.
So are you expecting him to join finally? Or because with what I'm hearing, it doesn't look like he is joining soon.
I'm expecting him. Shatta should join and make it fun.
I've heard it from his manager, Bulldog, who is also saying the same thing, that if Shatta joins the VGMA once again, he will stop entertainment to go do farming. Like, he said some damning ifs, like damning ifs or damning conditions. That should he go back to the VGMAs, he will stop everything show business to go do farming. So do you think Shatta will ignore all these ifs to go join the VGMA?
He changed the GOG logo.
Is that?
He changed the GOG logo. And he was peeved.
No, but that one he did not give any if.
So we are talking about Bulldog, right?
Yeah, you are talking about Bulldog.
So
but what I mean is, he did not give any if that if he changes the.
So what I'm saying is that the same Shatta that he is giving ifs. Shatta changed the GOG about him. He's not okay with it. So Shatta can still change his mind to more that I want to be part of VGMA. And you still, what will happen to your if?
Bulldog, your word Naja assassin to because who jaw no or ya who nya assassin here for.
Of course. And Shatta I know can change his mind. Shatta, for that one, it's not.
But I believe he will come back, and I strongly, you know, suggest him to say, yo, bad man Shatta. But I bet can't wanna grow in your day.
And one thing is, what if he feels like he's not ready? With respect
that's what I'm saying.
Products.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe he feels he don't have the right materials to compete.
So maybe next year he'll be coming with his.
So that I wouldn't be part. I would just come and join, and maybe probably at the end of the day,
but you have seen the area Stonebwoy was nominated for. Do you think he is ready with his works?
Oh, that is a reggae dancer. Yeah, he has a song, one garden, or some about 3 songs in one category. 2. Yes, it means 2. Yeah, it means yes. He has the materials and it's ready. So maybe Shatta thinks this time I'm not ready. So let's do it another time. Then maybe I can prepare myself and come for proper competition.
Joe, any last time point? We are wrapping up. Our time is up.
Yeah, I would say Shatta should come back.
You also think he should come back?
He should come back. Even if not this time around, maybe next year, he should just be part of it. I mean, this is the industry, and since he's in there, and this is the way to award people that we think have done a hard work and deserve some honor, then he should be part of it and get what he deserves.
All right, thank you so much.